I'm about to introduce you to a very rude person. But what do Stephen Colbert, Seth MacFarlane, Aziz Ansari, Abby and Alana of Broad City, and Greg Johnson all have in common? Well, besides the obvious, they're all funny and super rich, except for Greg. Each of those titans of comedy have taken a star turn at the Iron Mule Short Comedy Film Festival. Now, over the past 13 years, the festival screened more than 1,100 films from around the world.
It has taken more than a decade, but the Iron Mule is kicking down the doors of the BRIC House here next week when they screen the best of 2015, featuring the favorite shorts from this year's festival. Before they get you to come out to the stoop, we've gotten them to come to the table, them being festival co-directors and hosts. My friend, the brilliant Victor Varnado. Victor, thank you very much for being here on BK Live.
So happy to be here. This is the best time.
You made it.
This is the finest table I've ever been at.
Nice table.
And with him, Mr. Jay Stern. Happy to have both of you guys here. Very happy to have you here. Thank you for being here.
Of course.
How has the festival changed over the past 13 years?
Wow, this is a lot of ways. Do you want to feel this one, or shall I?
Yeah, this is actually a great story, luckily. When we started the festival, to be honest, we started the festival because we were filmmakers, and we were like, we don't have anywhere to show our films. We don't know how to make films yet. So we started making films and then having a festival every month to show our own films, and then we invited other people to become part of that. Now the festival actually has become a legitimate festival. So that's the biggest change over the 13 years.
And also when we started too, it was long ago enough that there were still VHS tapes, and it was like an older technology, and it was pre-YouTube. So we went from people making these like serious, like a lot of big production films, to then going to the faster, shorter web videos, now to web series. Like we've seen that whole change in terms of the way short comedies are made.
Yeah, do you get more submissions now? I mean, I'm always interested in the curation process. How do you go through all the submissions and pick highlights for the festival?
We have a bunch of screeners that are the first line of defense that will watch them all the way through. So that we don't have to, if they're not very good. And we have online submission process. We scout other festivals. We meet filmmakers. We have friends that make things. We have filmmakers at our screenings who make new films, and that's sort of the pool. It's hard. Comedy is very hard to find good ones. We reject most of them. And I think because people think comedy's easy, they think, oh, it's kind of fun. I'll make a funny movie, and I'll submit it. Like there's not a lot of thought that goes into all of them. So it is. I have found probably harder than to find if we were doing a dramatic film festival to find good stuff.
Anything to make you cry, but laughing is a whole other animal, right?
And it's subjective. And Victor and I, we have different tastes too.
Definitely,
so
we have different tastes in comedy. We have had films where he's put a film in the festival, and I was like, this is not funny at all. I mean, that's happened before.
Yeah.
So
I happen to know through the research that the Iron Mule, the whole name, the moniker, has some roots in Brooklyn a little bit with Mr. Fatty Arbuckle.
That's right, a.k.a. Roscoe. He made a film called The Iron Mule, which was about a train.
And you named the festival after it.
That is a funny story.
Yes, we did. You can say we did. We had a lot of names throwing around, and we were looking at old movie titles. It could have been Fatty's Magic Pants. That was another one. But we went with Iron Mule.
We want to talk about some of the highlights and funny films that you're showing at this year's festival. But first, we have a trailer of one of those films. Is there anything you can set up before we see this trailer? Brian and I saw it. It's quite magical.
Oh, great. Well, I mean, shorts for trailers are always kind of funny because they're shorts, so why have a trailer? But a couple people do make them, and this is one of the 7 films we'll be showing at the screening.
Excellent. Let's take a look, and then we'll talk more about it.
How long is the whole film?
I hope they like the pork chops. You said they like pork chops, right?
Relax. It's gonna be fine. My parents don't bite.
Well, I just want everything to be perfect.
It will be.
Greg,
Hi.
just buzz us up. Jim, stop.
All right, I'll be right down.
Are you trying to kill me? Why is that 5 flights? Don't you have an elevator? They're a little salty for my taste.
He's trying to break into the neighbor's apartment. He's always been a practical joker.
Oh, honey, come over and meet Chloe.
Hello, Mr. Malone.
I forgot, seafood doesn't agree with him. Besides, he's a little grumpy. It's a long trip.
What's wrong with him?
Oh. He's tired from his flight.
Are you kidding me?
She can't handle us.
That's fine. He's,
Greg, are you okay?
It ain't Meet the Fockers, is it?
What's Eating Dad? That'll be showing at the festival this year, yeah?
That's right, at the 18th. That's
Right. This is actually one of our best of shows.
Oh, nice.
Meaning that all the films that are showing at our festival have shown at our festival before and won on their night, and so now we're showing the winners of all the winners.
And that's what's
then
going
we're
down
picking
here.
a winner.
That's
Yes,
right.
exactly.
So this is like all stars. It's the best of the best, and then there's going to be one film standing at the end of the night,
The best of the best of the best.
as decided
Exactly.
by us, the audience, or you,
Exactly.
the programmers.
We have 2 awards. We have an audience favorite and a judge's favorite. Sometimes they're the same.
It's all going down here at BRIC House.
Exactly. It's all going on in BRIC House. We have an audience award and a judges award because we want the audience to feel like they're involved and they can pick a film, but we also know that the audience isn't they don't have our expertise.
Excuse us.
What? I'm just saying.
We get to make the salad while they're cooking the pork chops.
Yes. Also, people have been known to sort of stuff the house with their friends who vote for their film, whether it's the best or not, which is fine. But we like to balance it out with the
There's more butts
curated.
in the seats. What does it
That's
matter
the
about?
idea.
As David Fincher once said, I love people, they stack so well.
Suddenly we're going highbrow at BK Live. I'm not mad. So how did each of you get into comedy? Were you ever like stand-up performers or writers before the films happened?
Victor is a brilliant stand-up, I will interrupt and say. He's been on Conan O'Brien doing that and
Awesome.
shows of the nature. But go ahead, please. I just wanted to plug your stand-up
I'm a
there,
brilliant
Victor.
stand-up and Conan O'Brien
Confirm that.
and things of that nature. Actually, I want to tell a little story about how Jay and I met. Oh yeah, let's do it again.
On television.
Great story. Okay, so when we met, there was a theater company called Chicago City Limits. It was very many years ago in New York.
Yeah.
It's a off-Broadway improv show. Jay was one of the producers of the Chicago City Limits. I had just moved to New York, and I was auditioning for Chicago City Limits. And the audition, basically, you have to go on stage, you have to improvise for a room full of actually other people who are auditioning and the staff there and the producers there. All right, and so I auditioned, and a lot of the producers really liked my performance. Jay told them,
I thought he was mentally challenged and potentially a risk to the company, that he was unstable. And I wasn't sure. I wasn't sure. I guess maybe I was convinced so much by his performance that he seemed maybe he would be a risk.
So did he get the gig? Were you a
He got the
diversity
gig
hire?
because they overruled him.
Well, I was a
anyway.
junior producer or whatever, and they were like, "No, this guy's gonna be a star." And I mean, obviously, he's my best friend and amazing in all
I
this.
thought he was going to say, obviously he's mental.
He is, but not in a way that would be a danger to our fellow cast members.
Just the audience.
No,
apparently.
yes, just to things that aren't. Yeah, I don't know. But so my comedy background is through osmosis. I had that job working at the company, and I'm more a theater person who was at a comedy place, and then met Victor. And the symmetry was like, well, yeah, films and comedy. We want to bring both together, and Victor embodies both. And he is not. Just for the record, I apologize to all of anyone out there that might have, I may have judged poorly because I judge Victor poorly. Clearly, I'm not very good at judging people.
It's a good thing we have that on
Well, he's
tape
not a
now.
professional mental
Yes.
health.
That will live
that-
online
that's
forever.
Not, that's not.
That's story. So, what shorts this year or years past can you recommend to us or filmmakers that we may not know about that are featured at the festival?
Oh God, there's so many. There's so many of them.
Rob Schraub, who's actually a friend of mine,
Way back, yeah.
had several films shown at our festival, including Robot Bastard was one of them, and Ringwald and Molly, which was made after Molly Ringwald, but it was these two puppets named Ringwald and Molly. And then he obviously has gone on to help and co-create the Sarah Silverman program. He's directed many episodes of Community, and currently he's directing the sequel to the Lego Movie.
Oh, no,
Right.
Great.
Wow. So
Why is there a sequel to that?
Come on, there were unanswered
Because the Lego
questions.
movie did very well. That's why.
Yeah, that's why.
So what happens with the Duplo blocks? You don't know. Anything can happen.
Brother, there'll be no Legos here when you come to BRIC House for BRIC Flicks. So you've got about 45 seconds now to tell people when and why and where and all that great stuff. Let's pack the place.
It's right here on the stoop. It's going to be right out this window. On November 18th, 7 p.m., we'll be showing 7 short comedy films from around the world. Most of the filmmakers will be here, except for the guy from Spain and the guy from the UK. It's a chance for you to meet the filmmakers, a chance for you to mingle with film fans as well. If you've ever wanted to make a film, we offer a way to work with us to create new films every month as well.
Yeah, it's a great place to be, especially if you're really trying to get your film career going, because a lot of the filmmakers love to work with people who are just enthusiastic.
Yeah. That's great. The Iron Mule Short Comedy Film Festival. Victor, Jay, thank you very much for being here. Victor, I'm so happy to see you. I love you.
I'm happy to see you.
You're
I was
brilliant.
so surprised.
No matter what Jay thought, you're brilliant.
Yes.
I love you guys.
Conan approved. November 18th on the stoop. Come down 8 p.m.
7 p.m.
7 p.m. Don't be late.
We'll
Bring
see
your
you.
enthusiasm.
We'll see you at the festival. Thanks, guys.